All right. Hi. How are you tonight? We'll tell a couple of jokes while we wait. How do you cut the C in half? How do you cut the C in half? With the seesaw. Okay, I've got another C joke themed to the silly jokes tonight. Why does a seagull fly over the sea? Why does a seagull fly over the sea? Because if he flew over the bay, he'd be a bagel. All right, friends, let's go ahead and get started. I am Miss Cherry, and this is Bedtime Stories. Thank you for joining me tonight. Let's get some wiggles out. It's always good to get your wiggles out before bedtime, right? All right, let's get our thumbs ready, and we'll sing. Sing it with me. My thumbs are starting to wiggle, my thumbs are starting to wiggle, my thumbs are starting to wiggle, round and round and round. Let's do hands. My hands are starting to wiggle, my hands are starting to wiggle, my hands are starting to wiggle, round and round and round. Okay, let's do arms. My arms are starting to wiggle, my arms are starting to wiggle, my arms are starting to wiggle, round and round and round. Okay, your shoulders. My shoulders are starting to wiggle, my shoulders are starting to wiggle, my shoulders are starting to wiggle, round and round and round. Okay, let's do just your whole body. My body's starting to wiggle, my body's starting to wiggle, my body's starting to wiggle. Now it's time to calm down. All right, let's do some yoga. Let's do a big stretch. Give the world a hug. Open yourself up. The world needs some love tonight. Let's give a hug to the world and give yourself a hug, because you deserve love and care and loving yourself. Give yourself a big hug. Okay, let's hug the world one more time. Wide as you can, and now give yourself a big hug. Oh, so nice. And let's take a bouquet of flowers and a bubble wand and smell our flowers. And blow the bubbles. Smell the flowers. And blow the bubbles. Last time, let's smell the flowers. And blow the bubbles. Okay. What should we do now? Oh, let's take all of our feelings, everything that makes us feel all inside. Let's ball it up, all in our fists. Feel it, scrunch it up. And then let's drop it on the ground. Let's do it one more time. Scrunch up all your feelings, your muscles, your face, everything inside. And drop it on the ground. It's too heavy to carry around. Okay. Let's see. What do you do for your bedtime routine? We put on our pajamas. We brush our teeth. Is your toothbrush this big? It's pretty big. Brush our teeth. What else? Maybe wash our face or take a bath. And you have to read. You have to read together. I hope that reading is a constant part of your bedtime routine. Thank you for joining me tonight. Let's sing a song about it. It's called The More We Read Together. Can you sing it with me? The more we read together. I have to get into it first. The more we read together, together, together. The more we read together, the happier we'll be. Read big books and small books and short books and tall books. The more we read together, the happier we'll be. All right, let's read together. Tonight we are going to read Reading Beauty by Deborah Underwood and illustrated by Meg Hunt. Thank you so much to Chronicle Books for letting us read this story tonight. It's such a great story and I'm happy to share it with you. All right, Reading Beauty. Ooh, look at that cool bookshelf. She's got a lot of cool books. Once upon a planetoid surrounded by book lovers, a princess Lex read morning, noon, and night beneath her covers. Lex's bedroom brimmed with books. She read them at top speed. She even trained her puppy Prince to fetch her things to read. But on her 15th birthday, Lex awoke. Her books were gone. She raced to find her parents. Make them stop. What's going on? They answered with a story. Long ago, when you were small, we held a celebration and invited one and all. But while the guests were toasting you, we heard a muffled shout. A fairy burst in furious that she had been left out. Oh, there she is. There's that fairy. How could you not invite me? I must say I'm rather miffed. But wait, we did. Be quiet, let me give you, your Lex, a gift. Like all you wretched readers, Lex will live for reading. But when she's 15, she'll flip a page and get a paper cut. The paper cut will bring a curse, and death-like sleep will take her. She'll stay that way forever. Only true love's kiss will wake her. That's why we hid the books away, her mother said, dejected. For any book could cut you, and you need to be protected. Without its books, their world grew bleak, consumed by dark and gloom. Lex watched the shadows spreading from the windows in her room. It's all my fault, she said to Prince. I can't let things get worse. I'll fly to find the fairy, then I'll make her break the curse. Prince's nose picked up a scent. Good dog, those books, I need them. We'll bring a bot to pack them up and hold them while I read them. Lex started off with how to fly and then how to find a fairy. And stories gave her courage when the trip got rough and scary. Meanwhile, in her fairy lair, the fairy shrieked, It's Lex! She won't get me. I'll stop her with the thorny hedges hex. Ooh, there's some thorny hedges. A wall of thorns around her home. Nice try, but she can't hide. A garden book helped Lex cook up a homemade herbicide. The hedge dissolved to shriveled bits so Lex and Prince could land. The fairy said, That girl is doomed. I've something special planned. I'll tempt her with these things she loves, a gorgeous poisoned book. entitled How to Lift a Curse. She'll have to take a look. The fairy listened through the door. Oops. Zap, zip. A glowing book appeared. Prince sniffed. What's this? Lex said. The fairy listened through the door. No sound. She must be dead. The fairy inched near sleeping Lex to check her now closed eyes. But Lex sprang up and grabbed her wand and said, "Hello, surprise." I got quite good at faking sleep when I was just a kid, so I could read past bedtime. Now about that curse you did. That curse will last forever. You will never change my mind. Then Prince nudged Lex's leg and barked. Lex looked. What did you find? Let's see, what did he find? Looks like an invitation. It says, you are invited to a royal ball to celebrate the birth of Princess Lex. You were invited to my ball. We thought it didn't reach you. Wait, can it be that you can't read? Don't worry, I will teach you. Me read? In her excitement, the poor fairy didn't think. She touched the book and turned ghost white and crumpled in a blink. The fairy cursed herself, Lex cried. We need to help her, quick. Prince ran up and gave the fairy's face a sloppy lick. The fairy slowly came to life. What happened? I'm not dead. Oh, Prince loves everyone, Lex shrugged. She smiled and scratched his head. Good boy. So Lex came home, the books came back, the land was filled with laughter. The fairy found a job, and they all read happily ever after. What's her job? She became a librarian. And that's the end. Good night, Prince. And that was Reading Beauty by Deborah Underwood and illustrated by Meg Hunt. Thanks again to Chronicle Books for letting us read that story. Let's do one little rhyme before we go, okay? Okay. We're going to count to 5. It's going to be a bedtime 5. 1 fluffy quilt on my bed. 2 little pillows for my head. 3 teddy bears to hold me tight. 4 kisses for a restful night. 5 big hugs, and off goes the light. Good night. Good night, friends. Have sweet dreams.